I mean, it felt good, man. Like just to see the hard work kind of recognized by like a talent like that, like a Hall of Famer. Like it felt pretty good. But at the end of the day, still working to achieve more and more. So, but yeah, I appreciate him for that. Yeah, this receiver's gonna do this if you do this. So that's what I'm thinking. Like that's what he's thinking the receiver's going to do, so I can anticipate off of that, or how I can manipulate what he sees in the nickel position to kind of throw off what he might think the coverage is and all that stuff. So just in those conversations we've had, he's already made me, I feel like, a better nickel, a better football player, a better just understanding of the game and how I can really do a better job of manipulating a lot of these high-level quarterbacks and really just tricking them like that. So you got to be almost like necessarily, I guess, perfect in a sense, and that's making everybody better because everybody's talking and communicating and telling what we see because we want to get the ball from them.
MC Saw said yesterday, you make what you do on the field look easy when it's not easy at all. And he said you're a little bit of the unsung hero. How does it feel to have your teammate Sauce in your corner like that?
It definitely means a lot, man. Like, cause Sauce and DJ make my job easier too. Even they can say it's super hard, which it's tough, but everybody has a tough job every down in and down out. So I appreciate them. I appreciate him for saying that. It is tough, but everybody's got a job to do. So I just try to be consistent and make sure I'm on my details, and I do my job to make everybody else's job a little bit easier, and then vice versa. So everybody helps each other out for real.
Is there any part of you that wishes you were a little bit more of a sung hero?
I wouldn't mind it, but it's at the end of the day, I'll just let the work speak for itself. I feel like I still haven't accomplished what I want to accomplish. Like I want to be a Pro Bowler and All-Pro, and really be considered widely as that guy at the nickel spot, like a Kenny Moore, Mike Hilton, Kwan Williams, those type of guys. Like I want to be like in that conversation too. So I feel like the work I put in this off season, it was all geared to kind of what I said. Like I want to be the best nickel in the league this season and then going forward. So everything that I was working towards, my whole mindset was that the whole off season.
What was some of the work that you did this off season to try to get better?
Man, just really self-scouting myself, seeing what my weaknesses were, and then taking that into whether it was DB training, working on press or zone, and or talking about and breaking down film and different receivers. As far as in the weight room, just getting stronger. I'm heavier, but still lean and all that stuff. So just to be able to be more physical and take on those blocks on the perimeter and those things like that.
How was it to get back in front of the fans again?
It felt good, man. I appreciate like all the fans who come out and support. It was really like I just count it as a blessing, really, to be able to have the platform just to play a game in front of people who support us so much. It was cool. You could see it's definitely more intense. Guys trying to make plays and all that stuff too. But it was cool for sure. I definitely appreciate it.
You feel the difference in your first years? The expectations now being raised for this team with Aaron here, and what we saw today was a bigger scene maybe than what we saw here in the last couple of years. Can you guys feel the difference?
Yeah, it's a difference in the sense that I feel like the mindset is like Super Bowl, and everybody's like on page with that mindset. I think like maybe when we first got here, it was like, let's establish the the philosophy. Let's establish the culture, and then it was like, and then we start to win games, and then it was like playoffs. But now it's like Super Bowl, and everybody's on board with that. As you can see, the fans are on board with that. But in the locker room, everybody's locked in and into that one goal. I know we had a meeting earlier in the year, like in the spring, and Miko, obviously he's a Super Bowl champion, and he said, man, like in Kansas City, like as soon as they come in, it's just like championship. And then everybody, I feel like everybody's on board with that. Like that's got to be how you think about everything you do going towards that championship.
Nickel is such a unique position, but how would you explain your responsibilities within this defense?
Within this defense, communication is paramount, man. Like when things move, I'm really the one that's talking through everything, especially like when we're in man and stuff like that, like different adjustments. Like I'm the one that's communicating that type of stuff, and obviously those guys are giving me what they're seeing too on the outside, but kind of like I have the final say so in a lot of things that happens in coverage and then just responsibility wise in the run game, just knowing my fits. Like I could be in the B gap, C gap, A gap, like it's all over the place. So I got a lot of responsibilities, and so does everybody else. But at the end of the day, I just try to be consistent on my details and do my job to the best of my abilities.